So, what's up everyone? CourseRank here, and today we're taking a look at the future, not with a crystal ball, but with data. We're diving into the top 5 online courses projected for 2025. This isn't just a random list I threw together. This is all based on projections from CourseRank, which analyzes trends, job market demands, and enrollment data to forecast what skills will be most valuable. It's about making smart, informed decisions about where you invest your time and energy for learning. And let's be real, in a world that's changing this fast, staying ahead of the curve isn't just an advantage, it's essential. The landscape of work is constantly shifting, and the skills that were in high demand yesterday might be baseline expectations tomorrow. That's why we're looking ahead to 2025, to give you a roadmap for what's coming next. The goal here is to identify the areas where growth is not just happening, but accelerating. These are the fields where a high-quality certification can genuinely open doors and create new opportunities. It's about being proactive, not reactive, with your career development. Think of it as upgrading your personal software to be ready for the next big thing. And the best part? All the courses we're talking about today are from world-class institutions and are accessible on leading platforms like Coursera and edX. This means you can get a top-tier education from places like Stanford, Johns Hopkins, and Google, right from your desk. The barrier to entry for high-level skills has never been lower. So, we're going to break down each of the top 5, look at what makes them so crucial for the coming year, and help you figure out which one might be the right move for you. Let's get into it. All right, kicking things off at number 5, we have Artificial Intelligence from Stanford University, available on Coursera. And look, it should be no surprise that AI is on this list. It's been the dominant force in tech conversations for a while now, and that's not slowing down. If anything, we're just scratching the surface of its integration into, well, everything. From automating complex tasks in business to powering the creative tools we use every day, AI is becoming a fundamental layer of modern technology. It's less of a niche specialty now, and more of a core competency that professionals across many fields will need to understand. What makes the Stanford course stand out is its pedigree and its depth. It's not just about learning to use AI tools, it's about understanding the machine learning models, the neural networks, and the principles that make it all work. This course gives you a foundational understanding that's crucial. For 2025, the projection is that companies won't just be looking for people who can use AI, but for those who can implement, customize, and innovate with it. Having a credential from a pioneering institution like Stanford in this specific field, that's a pretty powerful signal to send to any potential employer. So, the key takeaway here is that the global demand for AI skills is only projected to increase. It's moving beyond the tech industry and into finance, healthcare, marketing, and logistics. Understanding AI is becoming a form of literacy for the modern workforce. If you want to be part of building the future or even just want to stay relevant in a world that will be increasingly shaped by it, this is a seriously solid place to start. It's a foundational pillar for so many future innovations. Coming in at number 4 is the Data Science Specialization from Johns Hopkins University. This one has been a powerhouse for years, and there's a good reason it's projected to remain a top contender in 2025. The phrase data is the new oil might be a bit of a cliche at this point, but it's fundamentally true. Every single industry is generating unfathomable amounts of data, and the real value lies in being able to interpret it. Companies are sitting on gold mines of information, but it's useless without people who can clean it, analyze it, and turn it into actionable insights. This specialization from Johns Hopkins is so highly regarded because it's incredibly comprehensive. It takes you through the entire data science pipeline, from asking the right questions and collecting data to cleaning it, analyzing it, and then communicating your findings effectively. You get hands-on experience with tools like R, which is a staple in the world of statistical computing. In a world of hype, this course focuses on the practical, repeatable processes that define the day-to-day work of a data scientist. It's less about the buzz and more about the fundamental skills. Looking toward 2025, the demand for data scientists and analysts isn't just continuing, it's evolving. It's not enough to just run the numbers anymore. Businesses need professionals who can tell a story with data, who can translate complex findings into clear business strategies. The ability to make data-driven decisions is what separates market leaders from the rest of the pack. So, if you're an analytical thinker who loves finding patterns and solving puzzles, This specialization is one of the most direct paths to a high-impact, future-proof career. All right, at number 3, we're shifting gears a bit with the digital marketing specialization from the University of Illinois. In a globalized, hyper-connected economy, how you reach your audience is everything. Traditional marketing channels haven't disappeared, but their dominance has been completely challenged by the digital landscape. Every business, from a local coffee shop to a multinational corporation, needs a robust digital presence to survive and thrive. This is where the real growth is and where the measurable results are. What makes this particular program so valuable is its focus on the strategic and analytical side of digital marketing. It's not just about learning how to post on social media or run a Google ad. It's about understanding the entire ecosystem: SEO, SEM, social media marketing, content strategy, and importantly, analytics. The University of Illinois program teaches you how to measure your impact, how to calculate ROI, and how to use data to refine your campaigns continuously. It's the difference between just doing digital marketing and doing it effectively. As we look to 2025, the importance of these skills is only going to magnify. The digital marketplace is getting more crowded and more sophisticated. The companies that will win are the ones that can cut through the noise with smart, data-informed strategies. They need people who understand the nuances of different platforms and can create a cohesive marketing engine that drives real business growth. This specialization equips you with a versatile and highly in-demand toolkit that's applicable in virtually any industry you can think of. Sliding into the number 2 spot is a course that has become a true classic, Python for Everybody from the University of Michigan. Now, you might think a programming course is only for aspiring software developers, but that's a really outdated way of looking at it. Programming, and specifically a language as versatile and accessible as Python, is becoming a fundamental skill for a huge range of professions. It's about problem solving. It's about automation. It's about empowering yourself to build your own tools. The reason Python for Everybody is so consistently popular is right there in the name. Dr. Chuck Severance has designed a course that genuinely assumes you have no prior programming experience. He breaks down complex concepts into understandable, digestible pieces, focusing on the practical application of Python to solve real-world data problems. It's less about abstract computer science theory and more about giving you a powerful tool that you can start using almost immediately, whether you're in research, finance, marketing, or any field that deals with information. For 2025 and beyond, the ability to write simple scripts to automate repetitive tasks or analyze a data set is becoming a massive advantage. It's a force multiplier for your existing skills. Imagine being the person in your department who can build a tool to streamline a tedious weekly report, or who can pull and analyze data in a way no one else can. That makes you indispensable. Learning Python isn't just about changing careers. For many, it's about supercharging the career they already have. It's a skill that gives you leverage in a way that few others can. And finally, at number 1, the top projected course for 2025 is the Project Management Professional Certificate from Google. This might be a bit of a surprise for some, but when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. In a world of complex projects, remote teams, and fast-moving goals, the person who can bring order to chaos is arguably the most valuable person in the room. Every single company in every single industry runs on projects, and every project needs someone to steer the ship. What Google has done with this certificate is pretty brilliant. They've distilled the core principles of project management, from initiation and planning to execution and closing, into a practical, hands-on program. It's designed by Google's own project managers, so you're learning the methodologies that one of the most successful companies in the world actually uses. It emphasizes skills like stakeholder management, risk assessment, and working with Agile and Scrum frameworks, which are all incredibly relevant in today's work environment. It's not just theory, it's a playbook for getting things done. The projection for 2025 is that the need for skilled project managers will be universal. As companies take on more ambitious initiatives, whether it's launching a new product, building a new app, or implementing a new internal system, they need people who can manage scope, budget, and timeline effectively. A certification like this from a name like Google is a clear and powerful indicator that you have those skills. It's a career accelerator that's not tied to any one industry, making it the most versatile and, according to CourseRank, the most valuable skill to be learning right now. So there you have it, the top 5 online courses projected to give your career a major boost in 2025. We've covered AI, data science, digital marketing, Python, and project management. Each one of these represents a critical skill set for the future of work. And again, it's worth remembering that these rankings aren't just my opinion. They're based on data and projections from CourseRank, looking at what the job market is going to demand. These are the areas where you can make a real, tangible investment in your professional growth. The key takeaway here is that continuous learning is no longer optional. The landscape is changing too quickly to stand still. The great thing is that platforms like Coursera and edX have made it more accessible than ever to gain these high-value skills from world-class institutions. Whether you're looking to make a career pivot or just want to become more valuable in your current role, there's a clear path forward. It's about identifying where the world is going and making sure you have the skills to meet it when it gets there. So I encourage you to check out the links in the description, explore these courses, and think about which one aligns with your own career goals. Taking that first step is often the hardest part, but it's also the most important. Let me know in the comments which of these skills you're most excited about, or if there's another field you think is poised for huge growth. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel to receive more updates that could shape your skill, because knowledge is gained.